Hey guys, so right now I'm going to show you how to use the AP shop. It's pretty simple. As you can see, I'm here in the Fortizar, Sol Invictus, and basically what you do is you go to Discord. So I'm just going to go to that. Click on the AP shop channel on the left, this one, and you got all the stuff you can buy here. This will probably have more stuff by the time you watch this video, but right now, the easiest stuff to get is the Osprey and the Ferox. So before we buy this, we're going to need the skill plan to actually fly this ship. Now you can see in the name of the fit, TD Osprey Basic, this TD corresponds with the skill plan that it goes with. So we're going to look up here, skills, skill plans, corporation plans. Now let's look for TD. Here it is, TD. That tells you the skill plan you need to buy the one from the shop. The Raven in there has FO. As you can see, FO Raven Patrol. So that's the skill plan that you need for that one. FO. So right now we're going to do Territorial Defense because that's going to be the one you're first going to buy. Those are the cheapest. The Ospreys and the Ferox. I need to buy missing skill books. If you need that 17 million or 18 million, just ask somebody in the corp. A lot of people will be willing to help you out with that, including me. Start training. And as you can see, my computer is pretty slow. Yeah, whenever we get the skill plan, the skills up, it makes it a lot slower. Now, let's go and get our 1 million skill points. If you watch the how to create alts video, you use a link to make the alt, and that will give you this 1 million skill points. Redeem to current station. Click yes. Now that we've got a plus here. Now make sure you clear your skill queue of all the skills you had before, so that they don't overwrite your territorial defense skill plan for your shops, for your shop ships. Okay, so now I'm going to go through that again. That's going to be kind of slow. Whatever. Okay, now we press the plus, apply skill points, confirm. Now what that will let us do is fly those ships from the shop. Now those ships, the Ferox and the Osprey, are really easy to skill into. Like, you can skill into them with this skill plan in less than a week. But, or if you actually go into the fittings and press the book at the top. But if you put in a 1 million skill points, it will almost double the damage of the Ferox, and the Osprey will be a lot better too. So now that we've got our skills, let's go and buy the ship. So how this works is, I'm going to buy one of both, and you type in your character name. So this character is named Arxolothon TF. That's the name it's going to be sent to. And if this does not match, then your item is going to be lost. So you got to make extra sure that this is spelled correctly. We're also going to buy a Ferox. Arxolothon TF. Now it's best, I think, to at least have one of both of these ships, the Osprey and the Ferox, so that the reason is because for a lot of the combat sites and gas cloud sites, you need to have one of each in order to run the whole site. The Osprey is the healing ship, and then the Ferox is the tank / damage ship. They're both pretty tanky. Alright, so now that I have bought those, what happens is, I'll go ahead and go to my view so you can see. Now we have AP shop orders. It will put a pop-up here in this server, and then either me or Loretto or somebody else, any admin, can see it, and they'll see the character name that it's sent to. We're just going to copy this and then send that to the character, and it will be of the fit. This shows the fit, or the item. So once an item is delivered, it takes between 24 and 48 hours for someone to see it and deliver it and all that. Once it's delivered, you'll get the server ad roll, and that will make it so that you can't see any of the chats in here, and you'll just have this shop ad. So here's the ad. Now normally you can just press one of these buttons on the bottom. Doesn't actually matter which one you press, and that will make it go away. However, Probot is down right now. So if this happens, then what you do is you click up here, channels and roles, this top one. Are you unable to see the rest of the chats and the ad question doesn't work? Make sure this is checked off. Now you can see the rest of the chats again. Okay, so as you can see, when I get the order, or somebody else does, we're going to go in here into the corporation hangars. We've got one for Ventures, one for Ferox, one for Ospreys, etc. So right now, I will deliver 2, and then I'll take that item out of the shop orders, Arxothon TF, copy and paste it, search, there he is. If we do not find someone, then the item is lost, so you gotta be careful. Yes. And then the other one, deliver 2, Control C to copy, Control V to paste, deliver items, yes. Now, I'll log off. Now, as you can see, the item will appear in our deliveries hangar. We've got the Ferox and the Osprey. So once you have those, highlight them, move them to your ship hangar or item hangar. Either way, it'll put it in your ship hangar. Click our ship hangar, and we can board our Ferox. Now, these ships do not come fully assembled. You do need to do a little bit of assembling because we sell these ships with the rigs off. So as you can see, when you click on your inventory, you see the ship, all these rigs are not in. So press Alt F. And the reason why we do that is because you might want to refit this Ferox to be of your own fit, which is okay. But you do need to keep in mind the fleet that you're in and the doctrine of what you're trying to do. So like if you are bringing a sniper ship with a bunch of, or if you're bringing a brawler ship like this to like a kiting group, that would not be good because you won't be able to shoot anybody with these short-range weapons. However, what these Ferox are designed to do is give you the max DPS for the smallest amount of ISK. As you can see down here, it's 61 million ISK, very, very cheap. Now what we can do is right-click this, fit to active ship, or we can just move these, just click do not ask again, move these into the center of the circle. And as you can see before, I moved the, sorry, let me unload that ammo actually. Okay, so the most damage you're going to do is Caldari Navy with the Ferox. So you move this, As you can see, our offense just jumped up from 33 DPS to 452. That's pretty good. This is the cheaper ammo. If we use this, it'll go down to 400. Gotta unload things. See, that goes down to 400, but it's cheaper ammo, so you can have it easier. And then we can try. See, I grouped all weapons so that when I unload one, it unloads all of them. So Iron Charge is the highest range, so that will increase our range to a whopping 17 kilometers. If we change to Thorium, that's kind of in the middle. That'll be 300 DPS at 12 kilometers. It won't be exactly 300 at 12, because at that range you'll miss a lot of your shots. Optimal, most damage, that'll be 300 DPS at around 6,000 meters. So that's how the Ferrex works. Now our Ferrex is all loaded and ready to fight. Let's go to the Osprey. Right click, board ship. Alright, here's our Osprey. If you're doing a PvP situation, you want to use these Navy Cat boosters, because that will give you 9 Cat boosters in this large remote shield booster. This is your big heal. It has the biggest range, so you can heal within 89 kilometers, but it uses these charges, these Cat booster charges, Cat 150s. And that will consume a charge when you use it, and you only have 9 of them with Navy Caps, or if you're fighting NPCs, like you don't want to waste these expensive ones on there, we're going to remove this, put in these basic Cat boosters. And that can hold 7. So we're going to fit our rigs to this Osprey. And our item hanger, we're going to move this back up, because when you unload ammo, it will put it to your item hanger, not your cargo hold. There we go. And we're ready to go. Okay, right now I'm going to show you how to make an alt with 1 million skill points. So in order to do that, you can go in message of the day, right click this and copy URL, and then you can post that in a website. Like we'll go to blah, 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 this one, Control V, and you're ready to make a character. Once you get your character made, then you're going to need the access list to get the actual location. See, when I press L location, arc entry, you will not have this unless someone goes in here, an officer in the corp, and then goes to access lists, and then drags you to this arc entrance. Otherwise, you won't have the entrance to the locations folder. So make sure once you make an alt that you tell people or ask one of the corp, well, ask one of the officers like Nellis, me, just ask in corp chat for someone to add your alt to the access list. Okay, time to make it. Always start Caldari. This doesn't matter. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Come on, you slow ass piece of crap. Skip. Skip, skip, skip. Skip. Million skill points. There you go. And then once you have your alt made, to get apply to the corp, just click up here, the search bar at the top left. If you don't see it, click this magnifying glass. Type in arc security. Here, this is us, the little eagle with the, or the bird with the, whatever it is, with it in the atom, and you press show info, apply to join. And I'm already a member, so I can't do it, but basically you will get an entrance. You want to make sure that your alts all have arc at the start of them, just like this, and then you might put something at the end like A, B, C, or whatever for different alts. And you want to try to make your alt the same as your Discord, so either or your main character, so that we know who you are. Because otherwise, anybody can just show info on our corp and press this apply to join button. So we have to do a little bit of vetting in order to make sure that enemies don't get access to our locations and come and invade us. So the reason you want to make all these alts is because you want to have a bunch of different ships that can farm skill points when you're not there. You can, although when you make a alt from this link, it will create an alpha account that's free that gets 1,000,000 skill points, and when you're not using it, it will continue to get skill points. In wormhole space, you cannot respawn in this big station at our home station. So what you want to do is have alts around to do dangerous things to where they might die. If they die, who cares? It's just a throwaway alt. It's not your main character. And then you also can use them to get into the different kinds of ships faster because they all get the 1,000,000 skill points. If I press Alt F and go to Corporation Fits up here, which I already have it checked. If you're new, you'll have this. Turn that off, put this on. So a lot of these ships have the skill plan, like I talked about earlier. You see BI at the start, SC, FO, SC. Now those skill plans will all get you into these ships, a lot of them within 1,000,000 skill points. So the battleships, all except for the Scorpion you can get into right away. But the battleships are, you need to wait a bit after you put in that 1,000,000 skill point. So it's a good idea to make your alts now and start them skilling now so that they'll be ready for your battleship when you're ready to fly it. So if I go up here to skills, remember what I said earlier, the skill plans, you can make an alt, you can make one alt for all of these different skill plans and then make it skill while you're not there, and you can have a specialized alt for every situation. You can also have a bunch of alts to log off with your stuff. Like if this station gets evicted and destroyed, then you want to be in a hauler like this one for example, then all your stuff which is in that hauler, you can put it in your cargo hold in the inventory, will be logged off with you in this character. And you can put stuff in the cargoes, and when the station gets blown up, you log onto that character again, you'll be floating in space right here in the middle, and then you can just scan your way out and leave like a week or more after the station gets blown up, just to make sure that the coast is clear. So yeah, that's why you want to have alts. They're very important.